Share with us some of your best memories from high school.
My favorite memory from high school was going to junior prom and being able to walk down the court and everything. That was probably one of my favorite memories.
What is there's a companion dance too at Rapids, right? There's a winter event, yes?
Yeah, Fire and Ice.
Fire and Ice. Mm-hmm. I remember Fire and Ice from a hockey game that I covered for the radio station a few years ago because it was a makeup. Mm-hmm. They normally don't schedule anything on Fire and Ice night. And the game went into overtime. Mm-hmm. And some of the dates of the hockey players could not believe that it went into overtime. It was a memorable but unusual night.
Wow.
That ended with things like, get changed quickly.
Yeah, I bet.
The school has a lot of extracurricular activities, and a lot of graduating seniors like yourself say that something that happened socially, an extracurricular or a school event, is one of their fondest memories. So that's something that that Rapid seems to do very well.
Yes, definitely. I would agree.
What are your plans for the future?
Well, I'm going to either double or triple major at the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay.
So you're not going to have any free time?
No, probably not. But I'm going to be able to do Spanish. I've been taking that for 5 years. I'm very close to being fluent. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be an easy major for me. And then I'm thinking about business and economics, and those really go hand in hand. So it's going to be really easy to kind of put all three of those together, I think. But we'll figure out what happens, I guess, in the future. So
people who have fluency in foreign languages, there are a lot of job opportunities that open up there, including overseas. Is that how you'd like to use your language skills also?
Yeah, definitely. Like along the lines of international business, I'm definitely thinking about that too.
Mm-hmm. Some schools talk about cutting back the language program. How is that important? How is it important that American students be able to speak and communicate with other people in other parts of the world?
Well, just with my experience, I was friends with, as a sophomore, I was friends with some of the foreign exchange students that were here, and it was really interesting to know that they learned when they were in grade school different languages, and I feel like the United States is one of the only countries that doesn't really implement it soon enough, and I think that it's really important to be bilingual, trilingual, whatever, and if I could speak more than 2 languages, that would be really cool, but, with how our schedules are kind of set up for school, it's kind of difficult to do that, but I definitely think that it should be implemented younger, and, at 3 years old is the best time to learn a language. We learn that in psychology, so I think that would be the time to, implement that in children's lives, and whether it's at daycare or some kind of grade school, I think that's really important.
Is it harder to learn a language when you're not exposed to it every day? I mean, we don't have that many Spanish speakers here, and if you just hear it in everyday conversation, I think more of it sticks that way.
Yes, I agree. Definitely, practice is the only way that you'll really be able to learn it. Not just listening, you have to be able to speak it and have conversations, which is why I like the foreign language program that is here at Lincoln, because we are forced to speak it in the classroom, really get immersed in the language. I don't really know how it is at other schools, but I know Lincoln does a really good job of making sure that we're conversational with each other. So it's really cool.
Tell me about a few teachers that you had that stick out in your mind as standout teachers.
Well, I liked both my math teachers. I had Mrs. Bluel my junior year, and she was really nice, like one of the sweetest teachers. And then I have Mrs. Scarseth right now for calculus, and she's one of my favorite teachers too. They're just really funny people that you can get along with and kind of joke with too, and they're really helpful.
Tell me about a class that you knew right away was going to be hard, that you would have to work extra hard to get the grade that you want.
Calculus. Definitely calculus. Like, that's the only class that is, how do I even say this? It's horrible, but but you got to do it. And, like I said, Scarseth's really good at teaching you, and it's kind of fun to joke around with her if you don't understand something. She's really good with all that, and she's really good at teaching it, too. So she makes it, even though it's so difficult and you have to put effort into it, she's really good at making you understand, too.
Rapids has a lot of AP opportunities. Have you taken those? Because for a double or triple major, arriving with the extra credit makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I'm taking the AP Calc BC exam. If I pass that, I'm going to be able to get 10 credits for the university.
And you're going to do great on that?
Yes, I hope so. And then I'm taking, I took AP Macro, AP Psychology, and I'm also taking College English 101 and 102, which aren't AP classes, but you take them through UW Marshfield, and then you can get the credits that way by transferring them.
What are some of your extracurricular activities?
I go to church, and I do that on Wednesday nights, and I don't really do any clubs or sports, but I'm really active at my job. I work as a bartender at WSAU Country Club, and then I'm also a barista at Craven's Coffee Shop. So with all the AP classes and work, it's kind of enough for me.
That's a lot to balance.
Yes.
Why UW Green Bay? Because for some students that have a lot of different options for where they'll go to college, sometimes settling on the right one is not so easy.
Yeah, I understand that, but I did tour a few other colleges. I toured UW-Madison, and I toured UW-Stevens Point as well. And
one's too close and one's too big, so it had to be
yeah,
Green Bay.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much that is how I chose. But I also really liked the just kind of the nature that was around there. They have really beautiful trails, and it's kind of by the bay and all that kind of stuff. So it's a really nice area, and it's kind of isolated. But the city isn't a huge city, but it's far enough away where I can kind of gain some independence. So I really like that.
As you look back at your time here, has the time in high school gone by fast or slow?
Well, when I was a sophomore, everyone was saying it would go by really fast. And as a sophomore, it felt like it was going slow. But now looking back and being a senior, it definitely went fast. It went a lot faster than you think to, what is it, May or April right now. So we only have like a month and a half left. It's really bizarre how fast the time went, actually.
Congratulations.